Hey everyone, Dr. Mike Varshavsky here. Today we're diving into a topic that might just surprise you, especially if you're over 60 or care for someone who is. We often think of fruits as the pinnacle of healthy eating, packed with vitamins, minerals, and fiber, and for the most part they absolutely are. But what if I told you that some of these seemingly innocent, vibrant, and delicious fruits sitting in your kitchen right now could actually be posing a hidden risk to your health? It sounds counterintuitive, I know. We're constantly told to eat more fruits and vegetables, and that's generally excellent advice. However, as our bodies age, the way they process certain compounds can change, and interactions with medications become a much more significant concern. Are some fruits secretly harming your health after 60? You might be genuinely shocked to discover that a few healthy-looking favorites, perhaps even ones you consume daily, thinking you're doing your body a favor, could be doing more harm than good under specific circumstances. We're not talking about exotic, unheard-of fruits here. We're talking about common items you can find in any grocery store. The truth is, the biochemistry of our bodies, especially as we enter our senior years, can make us more susceptible to certain adverse effects from foods that younger individuals might tolerate without any issue. This isn't about fear-mongering. It's about empowering you with knowledge to make the safest and healthiest choices for your well-being as you navigate your golden years. In this video, we're going to pull back the curtain and reveal 4 specific fruits that seniors, particularly those on certain medications or with particular health conditions, should seriously consider avoiding or at least approaching with extreme caution. We'll delve into the science behind why these fruits can be problematic, explaining the mechanisms in a way that's easy to understand. But it's not all bad news. We'll then balance this out by highlighting 4 other fantastic fruits that you absolutely must eat. Fruits that are powerhouses of nutrition and can actively support your heart health, keep your brain sharp, and aid your digestion as you age. Knowledge is power, and understanding these distinctions is key. So, I urge you to stay with us for this entire discussion. The information we're about to share could genuinely change how you approach your diet, potentially helping you avoid unnecessary health complications, and instead, harness the true benefits that the right fruits can offer. This isn't just another list, it's a crucial guide to optimizing your health and vitality through informed dietary choices. We're going to equip you with practical, evidence-based insights that you can implement starting today. Let's get into it, because what you learn next could be incredibly important for you or your loved ones. This could change how you eat forever, and for the better. Alright, let's kick off our list of fruits to be cautious about with one that many people enjoy, especially for breakfast: the grapefruit. With its vibrant color, tangy taste, and reputation for being packed with vitamin C, grapefruit often seems like a perfectly healthy choice, a refreshing start to the day, or a light, nutritious snack. Many of us grew up seeing it as a diet-friendly option, perhaps even associating it with health-conscious eating. It's a staple in many fruit bowls, and its juice is a common beverage. However, beneath this seemingly innocent and beneficial exterior lies a potential danger, particularly for individuals over the age of 65 who are managing chronic health conditions with daily medications. The reason grapefruit makes this list isn't because it's inherently bad for everyone. For many younger, healthy individuals not on medication, grapefruit can indeed be a nutritious part of their diet. The issue arises specifically within the senior population due to a confluence of factors. As we age, our metabolism can slow down, our liver and kidney functions might not be as robust as they once were, and perhaps most critically, older adults are far more likely to be taking 1 or more prescription drugs on a regular basis to manage conditions like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, heart disease, or other age-related ailments. This increased medication use is precisely where the innocent-looking grapefruit transforms into a silent threat. This fruit, often lauded for its health benefits, contains natural chemical compounds that can interfere significantly with the way your body absorbs and metabolizes a surprisingly long list of common medications. This isn't a minor interaction we're talking about. It can lead to some very serious and sometimes life-threatening complications. The drug's intended effect can be dangerously amplified or in some cases, even diminished, throwing off the delicate balance your doctor has worked to achieve with your treatment plan. It's a classic case of what you don't know can hurt you. And with grapefruit, this is particularly true for seniors who are often juggling multiple prescriptions. Therefore, while it might be tempting to reach for that half grapefruit or glass of juice, it's crucial to understand the potential risks involved, especially if you fall into that over 65 demographic and are on daily medication. We're going to delve into exactly how this interaction occurs, which medications are most commonly affected, and what the potential consequences can be. This knowledge is vital because it empowers you to make informed decisions and have important conversations with your healthcare provider about your diet and medication regimen, ensuring your food choices are working with, not against your treatment. Next up on our list of fruits that seniors might need to approach with caution are cherries. Now, I know what you might be thinking, cherries? But they're so delicious and often touted for their health benefits like antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties. And you're right, cherries, whether sweet or tart, do contain beneficial compounds like anthocyanins, which give them their rich red color and have been linked to various health advantages. They are a beloved summer fruit enjoyed fresh in pies or as juice. However, despite these positive attributes, cherries can present a sweet trap, especially for older adults managing specific health conditions, primarily due to their sugar content and its potential impact on the body. For many people, enjoying a bowl of fresh cherries in moderation is perfectly fine and can be part of a healthy diet. But for seniors, particularly those dealing with conditions like type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, or inflammatory conditions such as arthritis, the natural sugars in cherries can become a point of concern. While natural, sugar is still sugar, and a significant intake can lead to undesirable metabolic consequences. As we age, our bodies often become less efficient at managing blood sugar levels, and our sensitivity to inflammation can increase. Therefore, a fruit that might seem entirely benign could inadvertently exacerbate underlying health issues if consumed without awareness or in large quantities. It's this duality that makes cherries a bit tricky. On one hand, they offer antioxidants that can combat oxidative stress, which is beneficial. On the other hand, their sugar load, particularly from sweet varieties like Bing or Rainier cherries, can contribute to spikes in blood glucose and potentially fuel inflammatory processes if not carefully managed. The glycemic index of sweet cherries can vary but generally falls into the moderate range. However, the glycemic load, which considers the amount of carbohydrate in a typical serving, can add up quickly if portion sizes aren't controlled. This is where the trap lies. The deliciousness encourages overconsumption, leading to a higher sugar intake than anticipated. So, while we're not saying cherries are universally bad, far from it, we are highlighting that they require a more nuanced approach for seniors with certain health profiles. It's about understanding your own body, your specific health conditions, and how different foods, even seemingly healthy ones like cherries, can interact with your physiology. The aim is to enjoy the benefits they offer without falling prey to their potential downsides. This requires a conscious effort to manage portion sizes and to be particularly mindful if you are navigating the complexities of blood sugar control or chronic inflammation, which many older adults are. Alright everyone, let's talk about a fruit that's practically a household staple, often seen as the go-to for a quick energy boost or a healthy snack. The humble banana. It's convenient, it's relatively inexpensive, and it's packed with nutrients, most notably potassium. We often hear about potassium in the context of muscle cramps or maintaining good electrolyte balance, and bananas are frequently touted as a prime source. For many people, this is absolutely a good thing, providing a natural way to get this essential mineral. But as with many things in medicine and nutrition, especially as we age, the story isn't always that simple, and what's beneficial for one group might pose a risk for another. So why is potassium so important? This mineral is an absolute workhorse in our bodies. It plays a critical role in maintaining normal fluid levels inside our cells. It helps our nerves to function and our muscles to contract properly, and that includes the most important muscle of all, our heart. Potassium is essential for regulating our heartbeat and ensuring it pumps efficiently. It also helps to offset some of the harmful effects of sodium on blood pressure. So, you can see why getting enough potassium is generally a good thing for overall health, contributing to everything from basic cellular function to complex cardiovascular processes. It's a key player in keeping our internal systems running smoothly. However, and this is a big however especially for our viewers over 65, this potassium powerhouse can become a bit of a double-edged sword. While essential, an excess of potassium, a condition known as hyperkalemia, can be quite dangerous. The delicate balance of electrolytes in our body is crucial, and tipping the scales too far in one direction can lead to significant health problems. For most younger individuals with healthy kidney function, the body does a remarkable job of excreting any excess potassium. But as we age, various physiological changes can occur, and one of the most significant is a potential decline in kidney efficiency, which we'll delve into next. Our kidneys are the unsung heroes when it comes to filtering waste products from our blood and maintaining electrolyte balance, including potassium levels. As we get older, it's not uncommon for kidney function to gradually decline, even in individuals who don't have diagnosed kidney disease. This is a natural part of the aging process for some. When kidney function is compromised, the body's ability to effectively remove excess potassium from the bloodstream is reduced. This means that potassium consumed from food, even from healthy sources like bananas, can start to accumulate, potentially leading to those dangerously high levels I mentioned earlier. This is why a food that's perfectly healthy for a 30-year-old might require more careful consideration for someone over 65. Now let's move on to another category of fruit that often wears a health halo but can hide some significant downsides, especially for seniors: dried fruits. I'm talking about things like raisins, dates, prunes, dried apricots, and figs. They're often marketed as healthy snacks, convenient for on the go, and a good source of fiber and nutrients. And while they do contain some vitamins and minerals, the process of drying them fundamentally changes their composition in ways that can be problematic, particularly concerning their sugar content and lack of hydration, which is a critical aspect for older adults who might already struggle with getting enough fluids. The drying process itself is key to understanding the issue here. When fruits are dried, whether it's sun-dried or through industrial methods, the vast majority of their water content is removed. Think about a grape turning into a raisin, or a plum into a prune. The fruit shrinks significantly in size, but most of its original sugar and calories remain. This means that dried fruits are incredibly concentrated sources of sugar and calories compared to their fresh counterparts. A small handful of raisins, for example, contains a similar amount of sugar to a much larger volume of fresh grapes, making it very easy to consume a lot of sugar without realizing it. This lack of water content is a double whammy. Firstly, fresh fruits contribute to our daily hydration needs. For seniors, who are often at a higher risk of dehydration due to a diminished sense of thirst, medications, or mobility issues, choosing fresh, water-rich fruits is generally a better option. Dried fruits, by their very nature, offer minimal hydration. Secondly, the water in fresh fruit adds bulk and helps with satiety, that feeling of fullness. Because dried fruits are so compact, it's much easier to overeat them, leading to an excessive intake of sugar and calories before your brain even registers that you've had enough. And this ease of overconsumption is a really significant point. A small box of raisins might seem like a harmless snack, but it can pack a surprising caloric punch and a hefty dose of sugar. The same goes for a few dates or dried figs. Because they are sweet and easy to eat, portion control becomes incredibly difficult. What might look like a small serving can actually be equivalent to eating several pieces of fresh fruit in terms of sugar, but without the beneficial water content and the same level of satiety. This can easily lead to unintentional weight gain and, more critically, blood sugar spikes, which we'll discuss next. Now let's shift gears from fruits that require caution to one that absolutely deserves a prime spot in your diet, especially if you're over 65, the incredible blueberry. These small, vibrant berries are often hailed as a superfood, and for very good reason. They are bursting with beneficial plant compounds, particularly antioxidants, which play a crucial role in protecting our bodies at a cellular level. For seniors looking to support their overall health, combat age-related decline, and maintain vitality, blueberries are a true nutritional powerhouse that you should seriously consider making a regular part of your eating habits. So, what exactly are antioxidants, and why are they so important? Antioxidants are molecules that can fight unstable molecules in our body called free radicals. Free radicals are byproducts of normal metabolism, but they can also be generated by exposure to toxins, pollution, and UV radiation. When free radicals overwhelm the body's ability to neutralize them, it leads to a state called oxidative stress. This oxidative stress can damage cells, proteins, and DNA, and it's strongly implicated in the aging process itself, as well as in the development of many chronic diseases, including heart disease, cancer, and neurodegenerative disorders like Alzheimer's. The link between oxidative stress and the aging process is well established. As we get older, our bodies naturally produce more free radicals, and our internal antioxidant defense systems may become less efficient. This cumulative damage contributes to the physical and cognitive changes we associate with aging. This is where antioxidant-rich foods like blueberries come into play. By providing a potent external source of these protective compounds, blueberries can help to bolster our defenses, neutralize those damaging free radicals, and potentially slow down some of the cellular wear and tear that occurs over time. Blueberries are particularly rich in a type of antioxidant called anthocyanins. These are the pigments that give blueberries their deep blue-purple color, and they are incredibly powerful. Studies have shown that anthocyanins possess strong anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. They work by directly scavenging free radicals and also by supporting the body's own antioxidant enzyme systems. This means that incorporating blueberries into your diet can provide a significant boost to your body's ability to protect itself from cellular damage, which is fundamental for healthy aging and disease prevention, especially for vulnerable brain cells. Alright, let's move on to a fruit that's practically synonymous with good health. A true classic that many of us grew up hearing about, the humble apple. You know the saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, and while it might sound a bit folksy, there's a significant amount of scientific truth packed into that old adage, especially when we're talking about health for those over 65. Apples are accessible, generally affordable, and incredibly versatile, making them a fantastic and practical addition to your daily diet. They're not some exotic superfood you have to hunt down. They're right there in your local grocery store, ready to deliver a wealth of benefits that can make a real difference in your well-being as you age, supporting various bodily functions in a gentle yet effective way. Now, one of the primary reasons apples are so beneficial, particularly for seniors, is their incredible fiber content, specifically a type of soluble fiber called pectin. When you eat an apple, this pectin dissolves in water in your digestive system and forms a gel-like substance. This gel has a remarkable effect. It slows down digestion. Why is that a good thing? Well, for starters, slower digestion means you feel fuller for longer, which can be incredibly helpful for managing weight, something that often becomes more challenging with age due to changes in metabolism. This feeling of satiety can prevent overeating and unnecessary snacking on less healthy options, helping you maintain a healthy caloric intake without feeling deprived, contributing positively to your overall metabolic health. Let's dive a little deeper into how this soluble fiber, pectin, specifically works its magic on cholesterol levels, which is a major concern for many individuals over 65. That gel-like substance I mentioned, it actually binds to LDL cholesterol, often referred to as the bad cholesterol, in your digestive tract. Think of it like a sponge soaking up excess cholesterol. By binding to it, pectin prevents this cholesterol from being absorbed into your bloodstream. Instead, it's escorted out of your body. This simple mechanism can lead to a significant reduction in overall LDL cholesterol levels, which in turn lowers your risk of atherosclerosis, heart attacks, and strokes, conditions that unfortunately become more prevalent as we get older, making apples a heart-healthy hero. But the benefits of soluble fiber don't stop at cholesterol management. This remarkable component of apples also plays a crucial role in stabilizing blood sugar levels. Because pectin slows down the overall digestive process, it also means that glucose or sugar from the food you eat is released into your bloodstream much more gradually. This prevents those sharp, sudden spikes in blood sugar that can be so detrimental, especially for individuals managing type 2 diabetes or those at risk of developing it. Maintaining stable blood sugar levels is absolutely key for sustained energy, mood stability, and preventing long-term complications associated with diabetes, such as nerve damage, kidney issues, and vision problems. So that apple isn't just a snack, it's a tool for metabolic balance. Alright everyone, let's talk about a fruit that often gets a standing ovation in the health community, and for very good reason, especially as we navigate our later years, the avocado. Now I know what some of you might be thinking, fats, aren't those the bad guys? Well, it's time to reframe that thinking, because avocados are packed with monounsaturated fats, the kind of fats your heart absolutely loves. These aren't the artery-clogging trans fats you find in processed foods. These are beneficial fats that play a crucial role in maintaining your overall health and vitality, particularly for those of us over 65. Think of them as the smooth operators in your diet, working diligently behind the scenes to keep your body running optimally. So, how exactly do these healthy fats benefit your heart? It's quite fascinating, really. Monounsaturated fats like the oleic acid found abundantly in avocados have been extensively studied and shown to contribute significantly to cardiovascular health. They work by helping to lower levels of LDL cholesterol, which you might know as the bad cholesterol that can lead to plaque buildup in your arteries. At the same time, they can help maintain or even increase levels of HDL cholesterol, the good cholesterol that helps sweep away the bad stuff. This dual action is like having a highly efficient cleaning crew for your circulatory system, keeping the pathways clear and reducing the risk of heart disease and stroke, which are major concerns as we age. Let's move on to our next must-eat fruit for seniors. And this one is a true champion for your digestive system, the vibrant and tropical papaya. As we age, it's not uncommon for our digestive processes to become a bit more sluggish or sensitive. The production of digestive enzymes can decrease, and the overall efficiency of our gut might not be what it once was. This is where papaya steps in as a natural digestive aid. It's like giving your digestive system a gentle helping hand, making the whole process smoother and more comfortable, which is something many older adults can truly appreciate in their daily lives. The secret weapon in papaya is a powerful enzyme called papain. You might have even seen papain listed as an ingredient in meat tenderizers, and that's because it's incredibly effective at breaking down tough protein fibers. When you consume papaya, papain gets to work in your digestive tract, assisting your body in the complex task of digesting proteins more efficiently. This means that the foods you eat, particularly protein-rich ones, are broken down into smaller, more easily absorbable components. This enzymatic action is what makes papaya such a standout fruit for anyone looking to support their digestive health naturally and effectively. So, we've covered a lot today looking at fruits that might pose some challenges for those over 65, and highlighting some truly fantastic ones that can support your health journey. Now, the most important part is putting this knowledge into action. I want to emphasize that you don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. The best approach is to start small, swap just one harmful fruit for a healthier one each day. Perhaps you usually have grapefruit with your breakfast. Consider trying some blueberries instead. Or if dried fruits are your go-to snack, maybe an apple could take its place. These small, consistent changes are far more sustainable and less overwhelming than trying to do everything at once, and they build momentum towards lasting healthy habits. Remember, every little positive choice adds up significantly over time. Next, focus on how you can build a simple fruit routine that supports your heart, brain, and gut. This isn't about rigid rules, but about creating enjoyable habits that naturally incorporate these beneficial fruits into your daily life. For instance, you could make it a habit to include a serving of berries with your morning cereal or yogurt to boost brain health. An apple could be your standard afternoon pick-me-up for sustained energy and fiber. And perhaps some delicious papaya after dinner could aid digestion. Finding what works for your schedule and preferences is key to making this a long-term success. A routine provides structure, making healthy choices almost automatic and ensuring you consistently get those vital nutrients. It's also crucial to remember, it's not about cutting out all sugar, it's about eating smarter for your age. There's a big difference between the refined sugars found in processed foods and the natural sugars present in whole fruits, which come packaged with essential fiber, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. The fiber in particular helps slow down sugar absorption, preventing those sharp spikes in blood glucose. Our focus here is on making informed choices, selecting fruits that offer the most significant health benefits with the fewest potential drawbacks for seniors. It's about nutrient density and tailoring your diet to meet the specific needs of your body as it matures, ensuring every calorie counts towards better health. Ultimately, making mindful fruit choices help you age gracefully, with more energy, sharper memory, and a stronger heart. We've discussed the 4 dangerous fruits to be cautious with: grapefruit, cherries, bananas, and dried fruits. And we've celebrated the 4 must-eat fruits: blueberries, apples, avocados, and papaya. I truly hope this information empowers you. If you found this helpful, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone you care about. Let us know in the comments what your favorite healthy fruit is. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more health insights, and share this video with a loved one. Let's make aging stronger, healthier, and smarter together. Thanks for watching and stay healthy. #SeniorHealth, #Healthy Aging, #Health1V.